What is up, everybody? Won't he bring you out? My. Thank you for joining me here tonight at the Carnal Church sector and affiliate of the St. James Show. I appreciate each and every one of you that have come on into the sanctuary tonight. Boy. It is hot here in my city. How hot is it in your city right now? What is the temperature right now? Put the temperature in the chat for wherever you're at. Uh-oh. Can you guys hear me? Testing 1, 2. Hold on. All right. Can you put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me? My stuff is tripping. Oh, I guess you can hear me. You guys have put in your temperature. 110. Oh, my goodness. 110 in Phoenix. Oh, Keith. Oh, God bless you, sir. Deanna, 95 in Arkansas. Okay, thank you, Ann. Appreciate it. Okay. You know, my stuff be over here tripping these days. Wow. 110, 81 degrees. Where you at in your part of Georgia? Knotless Bray says 91 in Houston. Yes, Jessica, 100. We are suffering over here, Jessica, in California. And Queen Brock is in the house, 85 degrees in Jacksonville, Florida. All right. Thank you, Priscilla. Thank you. Appreciate it. Jesse said it was a high of 80 in Detroit. Yes, yes. I mean, tired of this. This is just a rehearsal. Listen, because it's about to get real hot over here. What's up, Miss Candace? Good to see you in the chat today. Ben, the boss, is here. K Rich, 96 in Dallas. Wow. That is hot. Yes, it is. Krista Cormier, 95 in Lake Charles, Louisiana. Are you over there with that Prophet Dre? He be over there falling out and carrying on. Isn't he in Lake Charles? 72 in Virginia. I like that. K. Rich said yesterday it rained all day, flooded and tornado warnings all week. Oh my goodness. And now it's hot. Yeah. 73 in Hollywood. Man, Dorothy Holmes. Wow. Okay, all right, Hollywood, 78 in Charlotte, North Carolina. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. I appreciate each and every one of you for dropping in the St. James Show tonight. I don't plan to be here long. You know, it's pre-Friday. It's our pre-Friday. So don't plan to be here too long. All right, we're gonna talk about a few things and let y'all out of service a little early. You know how the pastors say, we'll let y'all out of service a little early. But remember, to thank you to hit that like button for me. Hit that like button and do share. Father's Day is right around the corner, everybody. Remember that. Share and subscribe right now, okay? If you are not a subscriber, hit that subscription button and always be a cheerful giver here in the sanctuary. And it's Sweet Daddy month on June 18th. So we can't wait for that. I don't know. It's going to be a big deal. I don't know. You know how that goes. It is what it is. Hell no, I won't go. Bishop McMurray to sing that song. Hell no, I won't go. I don't plan to go. 95 in Tampa. Don Cook. Wow. Kevin, it's 80. Kevin Moore says 80 degrees in Brooklyn. Oh, I bet it is so humid. Yeah, that humidity is something else. That's why our hot is hot here in my city, but it is not that humid like you get in Chicago. And oh my goodness, it is rough. I enjoyed Chicago in the summer, but it was very humid. Act like I had just taken a shower. It's act like you just need another shower when you're in Chicago in the summer. Guess how much it is in my city right now, y'all? 106 here in Fresno. Okay. I'm right in the middle of California. 106. It is baking here. I am in my house with the shades drawn. Listen, I'm not playing with these people. My internet was out today earlier. They're building like a new complex condo community right by my home. And they were messing with the internet. So I didn't have internet service to even work earlier today. So listen, I ditched work and I went out and had lunch. I ran a few errands. Listen, 106. Yes. Wow. So yeah, it's not playing up around here. So yeah, that's why you talk about why does St. James always travel, especially in the summer, because I need to get the hell out of this city. It's a good city to relax in and to, raise a family or what have you. Even as they say that we're one of the dirtiest cities now. They didn't put that on some kind of report that Fresno is one of the dirtiest cities, but I don't see how that is true. But okay. You hate that humidity, huh? Yeah, that humidity is crazy, man. I hope by this time everyone in the chat has hit the like button for me, even if you had to come out and go back in and hit it. That's why you listen. we in avatar mode tonight because listen, it's too hot. It's too hot for y'all to be even looking at me, okay? It feels so dirty. No, I'm just like, yeah, but it's hot. It's hot, y'all. Let's get into some things. Tomorrow, y'all, tomorrow is the live EP recording in Las Vegas for Queen Lillian Lloyd. One More Chance. I Got the Victory. Stay with God. You know, our former lead singer of the New G, Ricky Dillard's New G. She is going to be doing an LP recording there in Las Vegas. So, and I believe that you can actually view that on her Instagram through her subscription. So, if you like, I think I know she mentioned that earlier, that it will probably be on her Instagram through subscription. So go over there to her Instagram. I think it's Lillian Lloyd or something like that, and check that out. Y'all think this is gonna be a hit? What y'all think? You said just don't do that weird. Yeah, don't do that weird. I hate that I'm not there. I really wanted to go there, but I got so much traveling to do this month and July, and I just couldn't right now. Just couldn't slip in another date. So, but I wish her all the success in the LP recording tomorrow. Special guest Dr. Levi Knowles. I don't know who that is, but hey, it is what it is. You say you're from East Palo Alto. Now you're in Stockton. EPA. You from EPA. That's what we used to say when I lived in San Jose. EPA. The rat in me in New York scared me. Yeah, I can't do the Rats in New York. A whole album, J Boogie. A whole EP. Yes. So we're going to wish her light and love with that particular EP tomorrow. So she's recording in Vegas. So if y'all in Vegas or in Los Angeles, drive up and support Lillian Lloyd, okay? I'm sure, she can church us, but I'm just concerned that it won't be church and it's going to be something else. But we will wait and see. I'm going to check it out. If she says we can look at it on her subscription, I'm going to check it out tomorrow. And all roads are leading to Detroit this month. The weekend of the 21st? A night of gratefulness, honoring gospel legends, the Hawkins family. So many of us will be there in Detroit. Ricky Dillard and Vincent Bohannon, my buddy Jonathan Greer, who's doing the choir, James Hall, Crystal Rucker, and many more will be there in Detroit. We're going to invade Detroit to honor the Hawkins, all right? So I cannot wait. Just secured my ticket, my flight the other day. So I am ready to go. Hopefully, Jesse, get your walking shoes on. We got to do something. No, just play. I ain't going to do too much, Jesse. Listen, do some dinner or something and be running around. But I do want to check out Motown. I've never checked out Motown. So, Sean, are you in Detroit or did you go back? I see Sean is somewhere in the building. Sean, you in the building? One of our overseers of the church, the Carnal church sector. All right. I hear you. Rose, love your show. What's up, Jessica? Jessica West. So yeah, I can't wait to go hit it in Detroit. What you say, Ray? Hope her record is better than that birthday card she did, and she paid. So this is Well, see, I wasn't gonna mention none of that. We were just gonna pray for the best, Ray. We're gonna pray for the best. That's what we're gonna do. Obviously, all of you guys have not hit the like button. It's on. So they remodeled the Motown. Oh, good. I want to check it out, Sean. Yeah. Yeah, we prayer hands for all involved. We pray the music, her music will be great, and also we pray that the musicians will be paid. That's always an important thing. All right, so this week we celebrated the birthday of Breonna Taylor on June 5th, just on yesterday. So we always want to remember her She was unalived very senselessly, and doesn't seem like much has taken place after that. To bring some retribution to the folks who did it. It just like it's just slaps on the wrist. But we do pray for the family of Breonna Taylor in their time of grief. Birthdays and commemorations of when things happen always bring up undue emotion. So we pray for the family of Breonna Taylor. Let's put some prayer hands in the chat for Breonna Taylor. Let's do that. Rest in peace. Yes. Horrible, horrible, horrible. All right, y'all. So I'm going to keep reminding you, because I don't like only a few likes up in here when we got, a whole, almost 100 people in here, and I can't get half of y'all to like. Craziness. Become a member. The link is in the description of this video. And always support and be a cheerful giver here at the St. James Show. Check out Carrie and Franklin. Come on. Let's put some claps. Let's put some claps in the chat for Carrie on Franklin, son of Kirk Franklin. We always report when he is doing something out of character, doing something that we don't feel he ought to be doing. He's having run-ins with the law. He's cussing somebody out on big bottoms of Los Angeles, on zoos, and fighting. But we are going to congratulate him for completing his pretrial intervention agreement. So carry on, he had a big old case in Dallas, and they have dropped, the charges on him, and he doesn't have to go to trial. He's not going to get the charges on him. So, well, I don't know if he's going to get the charges on him, but he don't have to go to trial, and they dropped everything. So we are putting clap hands in the chat for Carry On Franklin. Maybe, finding, his real grandpappy, maybe that really did something for him, because he doesn't seem to be in the social media or the news for any foolishness that he was doing since they found a real daddy. That's my real daddy. Yes, come through, Carry. He was dressed, wasn't he? He was dressed. Yeah. Carry On is a great fixer-upper, though. He, it seems like he has the stature of it, and listen, he's Kirk Franklin's son. He should know how to do a few things. May not be all the way there, but yeah. Let's practice reporting positive. Yes, Sean, we got to practice that. Yes, Queen Anne Brock. Because we got to get messy later, but we're gonna practice. We're going to practice speaking positivity and bringing that to light. All right. So congratulations, Carry On Franklin, for averting trial and having that case dismissed there in Dallas. What's up, Lady E? Good to see you. Yeah, that suit is really nice. Yes, it does. All right. Moving on. More congratulations is in order for the son of Bishop Carlton Pearson, Julian Pearson. And this is his girlfriend, fiance. I don't think they're married. Desiree. They are, of course, they're expecting a child, which would have been Carlton Pearson's first grandchild. And they are going to be naming the daughter, the new baby, after Carlton Pearson. It's going to be named Carly. So not Carlson, but Carly Moses Pearson. So I think this is exciting. Let's put some baby emojis in the chat. Just don't make them too excessive. Just not too excessive. I know. I ain't gonna say somebody tapped me on my wrist now. I can't be contradicting myself, telling y'all to do one thing and then, but we're just going to say not too many excessive emojis, okay? We're going to leave it there because I know sometimes it's hard to just get that finger from putting all those emojis in the chat. But congratulations to Julian Pearson and Desiree for their bit. Carly Moses Pearson, of course, they're with D.E. Paulk, who just became a bishop. You like that? Yeah, that instead of Carlton, Carly. Yeah, he loves his daddy. Yes, he does. He looks like his mom. Yeah, he does look like his mom. Looks like his dad too. I can see both of them in there. Yeah. What you doing with them eyes, Jacqueline? We don't need no eyes up in here. What you looking at? What's going on? Anyway, yeah, so that's Bishop D.E. Paulk. You know, he was a great Carlton Pearson supporter and fan. So congratulations, Julian. I don't hear much from Majesty. I got to check up on her. Oh, you're observing. That's what you're doing, Jacqueline. You're observing. I got to check up on Majesty Pearson and see what she's up to these days. Yes. My, somebody told me he'll lift your burdens. He has his dad smile. Yeah. You with Jacqueline. Oh, y'all too much for me. I may drop the link a little bit later in a little bit if y'all want to come up and talk about any of the stories that I'm presenting tonight, all right? You don't have to be on camera. Just keep all your body parts covered, all right? Let's do that. Well, if you ain't on camera, yeah, I don't want you on camera tonight because I want you slipping, all right? All right. We're moving right along, everybody. Let me see what I want to do next. Well, prayers are going out to Mount Zion over there in Nashville. They ran into a little trouble with the PPP, the Paycheck Protection Program. We know that during the pandemic, a lot of churches, a lot of businesses took out, received a lot of that PPP money. Now, some of them did right by it. Some of them didn't do so right by it. And the IRS, the government is saying that they have so far collected about 1.4 billion with the B money back from fraudulent PPP folks. Well, Mount Zion over there in Nashville, where the pastor, Bishop Joseph Walker, is the founder of the Full Gospel Baptist Church. I'm not the founder. He's the presiding bishop of the Full Gospel Baptist Church. We all know that Paul Morton is the founder, and he won't sit down. He won't let Joseph do nothing. I don't know if he liked Joseph Walker anymore. But anyway, I digress. They got into a little trouble over there in Mount Zion. They were spending the money on mortgage principal payments. And according to the PPP, you could not spend that money on the mortgage stuff. Yes, I think a lot of churches about to be exposed. So there was a whistleblower. Now they put the whistleblower's name in the article I was reading. I'm not going to say her name. They said she got about 10 grand for blowing the whistle. Do, blow the whistle. Do. So they did do a settlement that they settled with the government to pay back $70,000 of that PPP money. So they did get it straightened out after the whistle was blown on using PPP money for inappropriate items, even though I don't know why you wouldn't be able to use it on your mortgage principal. But hey, listen, it's paycheck protection. That's PPP, Paycheck Protection Program. So you're supposed to use it to pay your employees. My understanding. That's a shame. There are many small businesses that legitimately needed that money. Yes. Well, in churches, it's big business. But let me tell you, when that pandemic hit, that churches hit the wall. Jim Booker said, why would folks play with the government like that? They come for the little guy first. They do. They really do. And especially, I think they said somebody blew the whistle on him. So, and got paid $10,000 for blowing the whistle on him. So that was reported, what was reported to me. That's what I'm saying too, Ray. Ain't no paycheck if that church ain't open. So I think the first thing we need to think about is paying the mortgage. That's what it was a little off to me. Now, that's why I'm not really saying, I'm just bringing it to light because it was a fact that it happened. But I think paying off your mortgage so people can have a job to come to would be a legitimate expense. But hey, yeah. Listen, Deanna said, two folks you don't play with is God and old Uncle Sam. Yeah. I didn't get a dime. You said, I didn't get a dime, but karma has made her arrival. Okay. All right. Yeah. All of them books. You say he needed to be, even after selling all them books. Ain't nobody buying them books, Sean. Nobody care about the books. So we're prayers up in Nashville for Bishop Joseph Walker. It seems like they got everything straightened out. I think they all right now. I think they're on the right road now. Okay. I think they are on the right road now. All right, y'all. So make sure you hit that thumbs up button and share right now. Share, and share some more. All right. Somebody told me when you get in trouble. Hey, what's up, Denurse? Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Spend the money on. Didn't they let the let the recipients know what they could and couldn't? Yes, yeah. Everybody knew. See, everybody was busy getting that money and depositing it and spending it. They didn't want to read the fine print. They just had all them, and some of them got millions. That's like it was reported that Joel Osteen in Houston got millions, and a lot of these churches got millions of dollars, But when you're talking about a church like Joel Osteen, Lakewood, they did apply. I mean, they do implore a number of people. It's huge. So that's a huge. That's a lot of money they got to pay out to the employees. Okay, Joe ain't need that. Listen, Joe got it, and you know what else Joe did? Joe got it forgiven. Okay, got it forgiven. People think they can scam the government. They just think that. But like someone just said, they think they're not going to come after the little guy, and unfortunately, they come They come to the little guy first. Can't talk today. Hey, Mrs. Ashley. It's so hot, y'all. It's so hot, y'all. I can't even talk. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. 106. Oh, can't even talk. I'm getting delusional. All right, y'all. So prayers up over there at Mount Zion. They be over there church in the Mount Zion at that full gospel. Oh, did he pay it back? So it was forgiven, but he decided to pay it back to shut people up. Okay. You know I am. I got just a few things on Peace Apostolic Church. Just a few things, y'all. Okay, that's what he did. All right. He tried to Joe don't like that bad press at all. That's one thing he don't like. What's up, Mike Moore? Well, we all have heard this week that our buddy Sean Diddy Combs sold majority stake in Revolt to employees, keeping the company Black owned. So, which was a good thing. So he sold his shares to the employees of Revolt, which was great. And here are some of the employees. So keeping it going. And I think it's a great thing. You know, he had to do something. His name ain't too good in these streets around here. Make sure you guys are clicking that like button. So, uh, what did you say? I'm just go veer off real quick. Did liquid ever take the money? Well, they paid, and Brock said they paid it back. Ray said, I paid mine back before they started forgiving. Oh, I know you salty. You wouldn't have paid nothing back. Not being said, I know I've talked about, I enjoyed you and Uncle Tim's channel. I was worried about why he had you burning up. It wasn't burning up. It wasn't, well, it was a little, no, it wasn't burning up in his house. We were good. It's San Francisco. It's hard to burn up in San Francisco. Even if the days are hot or a little warm, those nights are going to give you everything you need. San Francisco is a great city. That's why I love the Bay Area. So no, it wasn't hot. Mm-mm, mm-mm. You had to Google Revolt TV. You know, they do a lot of stuff. Remember Charlemagne, the Breakfast Club was on Revolt. They would show Revolt TV and all that. So you were trying to protect. Oh, you're trying to protect your credit score. I get you. Yeah. Dirty. But so it's a good thing that he sold it to employees. Now I bring this to light because one of the employees, and I mean, one of the new owners of Revolt TV is none other than the middle Swansea daughter in the middle there, Mo Chenault. Well, Monique Chenault or Monique Swansea Chenault. She has been working in she pretty much, I believe she walked in her father's footsteps because Bishop Swansea used to be in the television, stuff. I think he did some sales for it. Whatever he did, he worked for CBS and some other things back in the day before he really took on the church business. So she pretty much walked in her father's footsteps, and she has been working in television entertainment for a number of years. I believe her and her late husband did that as well. So she is one of the owners of Revolt TV. So, we want to congratulate her. She decided not to put her hands in the church cookie jar and go out and pave her own way, walk in another aspect of her dad's light and go into television production. So congratulations, Mo Chenault. No, they all have the same mother. Yeah, they all have the same mother. But folks come out light, folk come out darker, first come out a little caramel. It is what it is. That's how God has made this. Yeah, so congratulations to look at God. Yeah. Now her sister, her sister there to the right, she didn't have too many good things to say on her Facebook. Believe I took it to heart. I think she was talking about St. James. So I went on to put that in my members only on YouTube. So if you're a member, you can go and read what she wrote after my coverage the other night on the update on the lawsuit of what's this place? Peace Apostolic Church. Now, just a little clarification on the injunction of Peace Apostolic Church that the judge put on there. What it is, they are going to have it 18 months as on their website and on the envelopes. This is the warning that they have to put on all of their envelopes at the church before collecting any offerings. Of course, the warning read, warning, a jury has found that Tamara Swansea Prince, Priscilla Woods Brown, and Peace Apostolic Church have improperly misappropriated donations. So Priscilla, Tammy, and Peace Apostolic Church are appealing. So after the judge decides on the on the appeal, if that's going to fly or not. If it doesn't, which it probably won't, they need to give it up. But you got to do what you got to do so you can keep running from this man. Do whatever you got to do to keep running from this a district attorney of Los Angeles County. So after the judge figures out if the appeal is going to fly, then the 18 months of this warning will go on their website, on their tithe and offering envelopes, warning the church pretty much give at your own risk. All right. So just wanted some clarification on that. And what I didn't tell y'all, plates prepared by Satan. Yeah, that's what she said. She said plates have been prepared by Satan, and I'm over and I'm eating. And I'm eating off the Satan's plates. Go, girl, bye. Y'all was eating off gold plates of the church, stealing all their money. Be quiet. Hush up. You hush. Now, Tammy, of course, in the upper left-hand corner with her beautiful self. I meant to tell y'all that did I tell y'all that she broke her arm? She fell at the church a couple months ago and broke her arm. Convenient, huh? So she fell at the church. She broke her arm. Now she got her claim over there. I think she can only get about $15K from the claim. So she got a claim over there now. That's just very ironic. What's up, Lady Wisdom? Oh, listen, at your own risk. Every church. Do you think that every church needs that warning, Lady Wisdom? What's up? I told y'all you were going to. Told you that you would go kick out of 50. Listen, I ain't even in the every no more. So. Listen, I go to a Kojic church. Y'all leave me alone. I go to a Kojic church. What's up, Rosalind? So anyway, she broke her arm, y'all. So she got her claim over there at the church. And I said, what's she gonna try to do now? Sue the church? Since you getting sued by the leadership, now you gonna sue the church, Tammy? So what happened was, let me tell y'all a little something too. Shh, don't tell nobody though. Tell nobody I told y'all. So on June 1st, what was that? What was June 1st? Was that Saturday? What was June 1st? Yeah, last Saturday, y'all. So, which was a good thing. They invited a lot of first ladies from the, past, from the church, maybe the preachers who have started churches out of peace. And they had about 120 ladies there at the church. And they fed them lunch and had a great fellowship, which is great. That's what peace needs to do. They need to start rebuilding again. Now, at this luncheon, Tammy Prince was there, Swansea Prince, and Priscilla was there. Now, Priscilla was going she was going and talking to the individual first ladies. She was repenting again. She was asking for their forgiveness. So all of the first, and people were hugging her and patting her on the back and showing her some love. Now, Tammy, on the other hand, was sitting over there in a corner in a sling, looking pitiful. She ain't offered up no apologies. She ain't offered up nothing. One of the people get up, one of the leadership get up and tell the ladies, if y'all want to go to heaven, then y'all gonna have to forgive and love Tammy. These people are a mess in these churches. Now, Priscilla running around, at least trying to apologize. Trying to say something to the ladies at the luncheon. I know you heard all this, on me. Doesn't it need a Greenleaf spinoff? And I will be there directing it all, Ray. But Priscilla running around, saying I'm sorry, asking for forgiveness and repenting again. Tammy over there in a sling with her arm looking pitiful, looking for, sympathy. No, girl, get up and get on the apology trail as well. Listen, a whole mess. What's up, Catherine Powell? So we're going to continue to keep them in prayer, aren't we, over there at Peace Episode. But congratulations to Mo Shinnok on becoming one of the newest owners of Revolt TV. God bless you, daughter. Now, let's talk about Mandisa. Now, it did come out. We all know who Mandisa is. Mandisa is a Christian artist who passed away a little while ago. She made notoriety on American Idol. And she cruised her way into the Christian music scene, the CCM scene, pretty much. Very successful. She did a CC Winans, said, hey, I'm not only Black, but I'm not, I don't just do Black gospel, but I can actually do Christian contemporary type of music. We all love Mandisa. And then all of a sudden, she comes up deceased. Now, do you think they'll leave the church? That's a tough one, Ray, because do you just pack up and leave your daddy's legacy after you tried to destroy it and steal from it? I don't know. Or do you sit there because of who he is and stick it out and take your punishment like a true soldier? I don't know. Would y'all time out Rosalind Brinson? She said, sounds like the sisters need a reading from Vincent, baby. My God, today. I don't know if that'll do it or not. But back to Ray, I don't know. It'll be interesting. Like I said, Natalie resigned with her husband. I'm guessing they're still at the church. I think they said all the girls were there at that luncheon, though. So I don't know. You come, yeah, maybe they'll come occasionally to monitor to see what's going on. But they're going to have to do something. Interesting enough, the guy that's kind of over it now, he's a first cousin of their mother's, Cynthia Swansea. And he's the guy that's over there now. Now, the thing about it, him and Bishop Swansea really didn't get along. So it's really interesting to see how he's over there playing a big role in the church now, pretty much taking leadership over there. And you ain't even really get along with Bishop Swansea. You just came and floated back in here after his demise, So that Daryl Burbeck, but he's 78 years old, so he's older. He definitely don't need to be the pastor. He didn't have a stroke and everything in the pulpit before. So, he's not, and he's the girl's maternal uncle. So he's, Cynthia's brother. So, and they fell out many years ago, him and Bishop Swansea. But I don't know. He don't need to be the pastor. Definitely, that attorney lady, she's not going to be the pastor. So they're going to have to be real wise with picking a pastor over there. Like I said the other night. Yeah, I'd be shamed too. I don't know. Listen here, people got balls of steel, Deanna. They walk up in there and stole you blind and then killed your cat, ran over your dog, and come right up on you and say, how you doing? Like, heifer, get out of here. I like to hear Vincent too. Yeah, he could do them a reading. Back to Mandisa. Gail Lucas said, he had problems with depression. Sometimes these gastric sleeves do not work for him. No, they do not. Let's share a little something. Let's talk about what the Christian Post has to say about Mandisa and the revelation of her cause of death. All right. The official cause of death for award-winning contemporary Christian singer Mandisa has been revealed. with an official saying that the 47-year-old died of obesity-related health issues. Obesity-related health issues. Certainly not what her dad was talking. Mandisa had been found unalived in her home on April 18th, with many speculating about the cause of death. As the former American Idol contestant struggled with depression being well documented. The autopsy report, a copy of which was acquired by People magazine, listed Mandisa's unaliving as being related to class 3 obesity and was of natural causes. I don't know. WebMD defines class 3 obesity as being when a person has a body mass index of more than 40. A normal BMI is between 18.5 and 24.9. Ooh, hallelujah. How dare y'all. A BMI of greater than 35 with at least one serious obesity-related condition or being more than 100 pounds over your recommended weight. If you are 100 pounds over your recommended weight, would you put that in and say it's me? Say it's me in the chat. Say it's me. I'm just playing. Y'all don't have to do that. Born Mandisa Lynn Hudley, a native of Citrus Heights, California. Oh, she's California. Okay. Mandisa was the singer of many popular Christian and inspirational songs, including Overcomer, Stronger, and We All Bleed the Same. In 2002, she interviewed with Christian Post. Mandisa discussed her struggles with mental illness. Noting that she found healing through counseling, community, and deepening her relationship with God. I'm a big fan of counseling. I think it's also important that you have people in your life, be it family, friends, people at church, whoever it is, to be able to talk to them, she said at the time. I don't want to see any more headlines of people committing suicide. And that's what happens when it stays in our minds. When we don't want to talk about it, you start believing the lies, and before you know it, it's over. And I think the way to counteract that is to bring it out, to talk to people about it. Interesting, huh? Interesting. When Mandisa was found unalived on April 18th, some speculated that her death might have been self-inflicted, with police determining days later that there had been no foul play involved. That still don't say it wasn't self-inflicted. It just said there wasn't no foul play. Mandisa's father, John Hudley, denied such ideas of her at her celebration of life service on April 27th at Brentwood Baptist Church in Nashville, Tennessee, explaining that the singer had been struggling to recover from a COVID-19 infection and was quite weak as a result. And as we know, there is nothing on that autopsy report that speaks of what the father is proclaiming. He goes on to say she did not harm herself. She told me some time ago that she had gotten COVID and she had been weak trying to get over that. But she was trying to press through. We talked so much on Easter morning, but I thought she was going to this conference, and so I had not called her recently, but I've talked to her a lot. May she rest in peace now. So, after hearing that, and it's funny that the Christian Post really wanted to put in the light of her, her talking about the mental illness, her talking about, other people's battles with suicide, that type of thing. So, working on better health habits. I didn't mean for you to say it. You working on, but that's good. Everybody's working on better health habits, down 40 pounds, but still have a 120. Listen, down 40 pounds, Princess, is a blessing. Yeah, a lot of comments were saying that it was self-inflicted. Now, whose report will you believe, Anbra? That's the question. I think that people's like the father, you still want to protect your daughter, your children, even in death. You don't want people thinking any ill will over them. You want to keep their memory alive, like they were strong, fearless people of God. She got on the stage and she sung with authority. She sung with love. She sung the word of God. And you don't want anyone thinking that all that was just a show and all that was a cover up for what she was really feeling inside. We need to just understand that a lot of artists, a lot of people who do all the encouraging are not encouraged themselves. It just happens like that. We need some more likes, y'all. You're tripping. So I think that the father, Mr. Hudley, is really trying to make sure that we keep her legacy and her ministry in a good light. 3 weeks, exactly. But you want to get in and say, you talk to her a lot. You talk to her a lot. But listen here, my daughter had to say, Dad, I gotta go yesterday. I talked to my daughter a lot. I want her to make sure that I don't care how old she is, Dad is here. And I understand his plight if he wants to put out in the atmosphere that she did not unalive herself. That's fine. But, the way things have been put out there, and it wasn't on, nothing he talked about was on that autopsy report. What's up, Darla? So we're just going to, not that it is so important that we know exactly how she passed away. I think the issue is if we need to speak more about this mental illness with our artists, with our gospel artists, with our pastors, with our leadership. That's the conversation I think that needs to be had instead of trying to definitely, cover everything up. And I'm not saying, that's what he's doing, but my opinion, my unpopular opinion is that he may be possibly trying to cover up what really happened to Mandisa. I understand it. I'm a father. Get it. But I think, like I said, I think the bigger picture here is to talk about solutions and help for artists and public figures struggling with mental illness. I think that's what we need to strive for. Yeah. Yes, Kevin Moore. What did Captain Powell says? So she was there for 3 weeks and no one checked. Yes, that's really strange. That's what happened. She was there for 3 weeks. They said when they found her, she was already in she was decomposing. So 3 weeks is a while. Gail Lucas says, along with the church and its denial, yes, of mental illness. People say pray about it, but the church needs to do better. All that praying about it, people are just going home and praying, and their prayers are not reaching anywhere because they're not whole, they're not cleansed, they're not, really there, to just pray about it. The prayers of the righteous availeth much. You got to get some righteous people around you and get you some righteous therapists around you. That's what needs to happen. That's exactly what needs to happen. A horrible way to pass. That is so. That's why it's scary that when people live alone, that if something happens to you, it's just who's going to be there. Hopefully you have people that check on you every day and hold you accountable. Call me. Text me back. You didn't text me back 2 hours ago. What's your problem? We want people like that in our lives that we can talk to every day so they'll check on you. Give somebody else, make sure somebody has a key to your house, a key, the code to your alarm. Make sure someone has something for you. So if you're in a, if you're living by yourself, you're not, someone can check on you. Okay. If you're not responding, they need to come see about you. And Inspire has put up the National Suicide Prevention line right there. 1-800-273-TALK. 1-800-273-8255. Okay. This is serious, y'all. We want to sweep this under the rug and say, oh no, she died. Everybody want to blame everything and their mama on that COVID. Listen, we can't start. We already did that. The years past. Everybody ain't slipping away with COVID no more, okay? It's still in the atmosphere, but everybody is not slipping away with that. So let's be a little bit more intentional on getting the right things out. Like I said, I understand how he wants to put his daughter in a good light, even in death. But she talked about her battles with mental illness. So we have to consider it has to be something in regards to that, possibly. Yeah, he said he talked to her, knew she was struggling, but he talked to her 3 weeks prior. That's what I'm saying. If you knew she was struggling with COVID and you talked to her 3 weeks before she told you that, listen, when I call my daughter, if she has a sniffle or something, and I'm like, what's wrong? I got a cold or I got a bug or something. I'm calling her the next day. You feeling better? Okay, you need something? When I'm sick, my daughter will go to the Mexican restaurant and give me some hamburguesas, whatever they call that, meatball soup or some pozole. She'll go to the Mexican restaurant and drop me off. Now she'd be acting rude, talking about I'll put it at the door. Listen, I ain't got the plague. You can come in. I'm gonna put it at the door, Dad. How dare you? But she went and got it. That's what I'm saying. And then for her, if she's sick, even if she's at, she still lives with her mother. Even if she's at her mom's, I'll be like, do you need something? Oh, well, no, mom may need something. Okay, but if she needs something, I'll go over there and drop it off. I don't wait 3 weeks to say, oh, you good now? I know you told me you were sick 3 weeks ago. And you good now? 3 weeks later. No. But then we have to put it out there. And I talk to her often. That's what I'm saying. He's throwing a lot of things out there trying to deflect. And I just don't know if we can take his word for it. I understand what he needs to do. I understand how he needs to make it look. But I'm just saying. Yeah, Kathy said her family should have been checking on her every day, knowing that she suffered from it. That's another thing. If you knew she had history. Now, listen. Excuse me. If the Christian Post brought it up, off an interview that she did with them or with people, with somebody, she did an interview, whatever it said, then the family ought to know she was struggling with that. So you don't leave people for 3 weeks without some kind of connection, some kind of communication. You have to go and figure that out. Jesse says, all my people have my location. Yes. And now we have the thing where you can even put the location on the phone. Think about it, y'all. Do not and if you're in your place for too long, and it's somebody should have had her location and her phone. Why has your phone been here right here for the last 5 hours, 3 hours? Because we know phones move around, even in your house. So it seemed like somebody would say, you know what? Let me go check on Mandisa. So make sure that somebody has your location. Somebody has a key to your home. They have your password to your alarm system so they can get in, all that stuff. All right. Jacqueline says 2 days is questionable, but 3 weeks is unacceptable. That is correct. Yeah. Yes. Keep them on speed dial if you need to, darling, your therapist. Do what you have to do. Keep them on speed dial or however you need to make this thing happen. Jay Boogie says, I see a therapist, nothing ungodly, absolutely nothing. Pray on your way to the therapist, all right? When they say to pray about it, well, Lord Jesus, in the name of Jesus, as I arrive at my therapist's office, I pray that you will allow my therapist to give me great insight, that you will allow me to be receptive to the insight that I'm given, and that you would allow me to work and to move and to take what is said and apply it to my life. In Jesus' name, amen. That's how you pray about it. On the way to the therapist or psychiatrist or psychologist, whatever. Okay? So we want you to pray about it on your way to see him. All right? Especially those church folks who always mention these conspiracy theories online. Yeah, you got to check on them because some of them are loony, you know? They're acting loony. It's like, what? You want to talk to somebody? Let's see something. What's up, Rejoice? Yeah, so yeah, get your pills, do whatever you need to do. Do whatever you need to do to stay sane, stay alive. You said only a toxicology report will reveal an overdose, right? Yeah. Well, they're not really saying that it was pills. It was, other thing. There you go. I know. I don't know how to never pronounce it, Justin. Albongagas, but I love it. Give me a little rice with that. They give you a little rice, a little lemon. You have all your vegetables in there. I love it. And it's just, it just seems to heal me. You put your spices in there because you need something spicy to get things flowing. Everything needs to get out of your body. Out when you're sick, you need to get all those impurities out of your body by any means necessary. When they say feed a cold, feed the flu. Yeah, you feed it, but you're feeding it so you can get everything out of your body. But I like to push, I like to get a little, put a little push to it. Get some chili peppers or something in there. Yeah, I love it. Yeah. You say you'll leave it at the door too. That's what she tells me. I'll leave it at the door. How dare you? Yeah. He has pride issues. And I think so, because now he's, talking about what he did, now that she's gone. Well, I did this. I called her. I talked to her. Well, 3 weeks you didn't. Yeah. 3 weeks you did not. So Ray says that I'm 35, and if my dad calls and I sound like I'm in any kind of physical stress or I don't answer too long, he's on his way. Yes. And listen, that's just how it is. And I know that's going to be me with my daughter. It's like, what are you talking about? One time she was tripping, she was sick. She went to go visit her boyfriend up north. And I was like, what's going on? And I said, put him on the phone. What'd you do? Did you go get us a? Yeah, I went to go get us a. Okay. All right. Don't have me drive all the way 3 hours now, because I'll do it. You're going to be a little boyfriend of my daughter. You gonna take care of things when her daddy ain't there. All right? That's what you're going to do. Yeah, depression is a real thing. Sometimes adult children lie to parents when they're dealing with. That's true too. That's true too. That's why if it's not a parent, you need somebody. Seems to me, Lady Wisdom, that somebody should have had her location. Somebody else should have been there to check on her. My friends, we have a group chat, and if a day or two goes by and nobody said it, what's your problem? What's going on? And a lot of my friends are like CEOs of major corporations and CFOs of major and so I understand they're stressed, and they're busy. But I'm like, listen, now we know somebody ain't sitting no crazy meme or no crazy link or something like in a while, to keep us sane. So we check on each other like that as well. Yeah. Sonya baby says not only found the friends in church for she have been. Yeah, everybody she's singing to, everybody she's on tour with, everybody she's on stages with. Yeah, everybody who was sitting on that stage singing at her homegoing service. Where was any of y'all checking on her? 3 weeks is just too long. Too long. Some daughter says sometimes the pressure of depression will have you lying to people so they don't worry. That's true too. Maybe she was lying to her family, but in reality, she wasn't okay. Yes, that's exactly. That's what I'm saying. So important for that a couple of people to be your confidants, one person to be your confidant. You have to just trust in somebody that will see about you, even if it's not your family. Somebody has to see about you. Yeah, Daddy ain't being forthcoming at all. 9 billion. I don't think he is. Yeah, you don't want to give people strategies. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Self-care is no joke. Yeah. That's why I'm always said that when I was on with Uncle Tim, he was saying, why do you travel? And what listen, I like to get away. I like to go to the water. I like to do something that's going to allow my mind to regroup. You know, sometimes just getting out of your normal routine will allow you to just to recharge, you know, looking at some other go sit on the beach somewhere or go sit on the pier somewhere and just look at other people. Look at other people, you know, and don't let it be a thing of you're depressed. You're looking at families. You're looking at no, just look at other surroundings because let me tell you, you can shut up in your home and it can lead you somewhere that you don't want to go. Just get out, take a walk, go on a trail. That's what I hop my behind on my bike, you know, and just go on a trail and ride. Do some things that are going to stimulate your mind to get you out of that depression or get you out of that even, you know, thinking about anything, you know, horrible in your life. Uh, you said like you can get a prayer. I'm gonna call you next time. I need a war, Terry. Listen, listen. After I don't understand people been in church all their life and can't get a prayer through. There's folks like that, but listen, I ain't one of them. When I pray with expectancy, and I pray intentionally. Okay, now he may not come when you want him. I will go ahead with the Hawkins, but he's always on time, and that's a cliche. People say it, but I believe it. If I pray for something and it don't happen, then I know that if that don't happen, God has turned something else that's even better than what I wanted to happen. So I'm not worried about that. Mm-hmm. What's up, Shanae? Good to see you in the chat. Yes, yes, yes. Don't make me come up that. Yeah, all fathers are not close to that. And I pray that, you know, if you're not close, any fathers in the chat, if you're not close to your daughters, get close to your daughter. Make them, you know. So I get on my daughter's nerves sometimes because Dad, I can't, like, yes, you know, she's just spoiled still, you know. But, you know, I appreciate her, she appreciates me, you know, and we've had some tough times, you know, being she's a child of divorce. So, you know, I have to even realize what's going on in her mind at times. You know, it's way far long ago, but still, you know, even growing up, I had to be real sensitive as to how I interacted with my daughter. And when her mama was mad at me and said things that my daughter may have heard, you know, that affects the children, so it can have a effect on me and my daughter's relationship. But I thank God that even if she did hear anything damning, it never was anything that brought a wedge in between us. So yes, fathers need to stay close to your daughters. You know, men, relationships are crazy. I always, you know, ask her, you know, she's been in the same relationship for a number of years now, but I said, you know, listen, don't take no shit. Don't let him give you no shit. And listen, and if something happened, you let me and your mama know. We on the first train smoking to where that nigga live. About it. Let's see, K Rich says, currently going through this now. My dad and brother haven't called me in 2 months. My mom is the only one to check. Listen, reach out, K Rich. Reach out. I know you want, just reach out to him. Reach out to him. Tell him you need to hear from him on a regular basis. Tell me that if it's just to say hi, if it's a text, just reach out. Don't sit at home and say we know what they're not doing. We know that what they should do. But I'm going to challenge you just to reach out and tell them, listen, I need you to survive. You know, Hezekiah Walker had something good when he penned that. I need you to survive. And we need each other to survive, not only in the family, but in friendships and things like that. Reach out, K Rich. Yeah. Now, I didn't say kiss butt. Just reach out. Reach out and share your heart. Don't overdo it, but share your heart. Mm-hmm. Richard said, I went through depression on the death of my father. ate myself into health problems, had to reach out to therapy. Yeah, yeah. A lot of different things trigger, and we never know what may trigger us, and we never know what's on what path we're about to take. We don't know what's going to happen to us, y'all. Losing jobs, losing relationships, people passing away. We don't know what's going to hit us at a certain point, which we don't, and it's okay. It's okay, because guess what? There wasn't a book to teach us how to do certain things. There are books for self-help books, but you know what? As that old Wilson says over there, when he said it doesn't affect you until it happens to you. And he says that all the time. And I'm going to say that it doesn't affect you until it happens to you. So it's really interesting how we will be affected. Yeah. You just got to know somebody cares and somebody is concerned every now and then. So yeah, always on time, Candace. Yes, he is. All right. Oh, Lordy Jesus. Listen here, let's talk about this here. Let's talk about this, because I'm going to drop the link in a minute if anybody wants to come up and chit chat for a little while. I'm just going to share my wall of what I posted the other day. I saw this, and actually I saw it, and then I reached out to someone close to the GMWA, and they said it was a real thing. It's the supposed merger partnership between the GMW, Gospel Music Workshop of America, and the Church of God in Christ. It says the Gospel Music Workshop of America, Inc. is excited to announce a special partnership with the Church of God in Christ during our 57th annual convention in Memphis. And really what it really was, y'all, of course, we see that Bishop Linwood Dillard, who's a part of the Church of God in Christ, and Bishop Brandon Porter seem to be speakers there at one of the services there for the convention. GMWA generally has some really good speakers. They always have some good names, some good stuff going on. And of course, this sparked, what'd you say, Lady Wisdom, off topic? But Cora Jakes is preaching at Potter's house again. She was in the book. Is that right? I have to look that up. They split in the pot. Is that what they do? Well, the thing about it, you guys, this was just really supposed to be a thing where they were going to have some musicals. A couple of musicals was going to happen either at AIM or at GMW, and it was going to just include the preachers preaching at GMWA, GMWA hosting maybe some of the nightly musicals at the Church of God in Christ. Now, the thing about it, of course, this is election month. So what's going on now is that people are trying to spin this thing to where we know what the implication of the Gospel Music Workshop of America, the Gay Music Workshop of America, some people have crazy acronyms for it because it's a lot of same gender loving people and creatives that attend the Gospel Music Workshop of America. We all know this. It's been since its existence. Of course, it was, created by none other than the king of gospel music, James Cleveland, who has been said to be a same gender loving. We all know that had been said, of course. But so it was always a mecca or a safe space for musical and creative people to gather and to share musical experiences. That was the idea. Now, what was done in the background ain't got nothing to do with me, okay? But we know what the directive was with the GMWA. So, but I think what's happening now is they're trying to, put another bad light on presiding Bishop J. Drew Sheard. This is what's going on. It is election time, and you guys only have 82 likes. And if you have not liked this live, I pray that extra hamburger meatish type of hair grows between your toes, and you're never, ever allowed to wear sandals anymore during 100-degree weather in the summer. You're only going to have to wear shoes if hamburger hair, is growing in between your toes, because you refuse to just hit like on the video. And it is so. All right. So I believe what's going on here, they're trying to have a GMWA gate. They're trying, like they had the Mormon gate. They're trying to just, really put a bad light. Patrick Wooten really loves this, He's over there wearing pride flags in the pulpit, saying he's bringing the flags back to Jesus. So all this fits into a good election narrative against against Bishop Sheard. Lady Wisdom says, I know I won't get no help on this, but I say Sheard is in trouble for re-election. He may get it, but not easy. Well, they're trying to really make sure he doesn't get it, Lady Wisdom. They're spinning all these narratives. They're saying, they want to bring out the gay thing in regards to the GMW. Listen, the gay thing is at the Kojic convention anyway, okay? You got bishops who have adjutants who they're sleeping with, pastors who they're sleeping with. We have, the adjutants for the women, they're lesbian. There's a lot going on. People are just people. People are living their lives. But when we have people like Patrick Wooten, who loves to preach on gay people and loves to, really try to draw a line in the sand against me, us, and them, you have an issue when it comes to re-election. So trying to create a narrative in regards to Bishop Sheard allowing, this is Myron Williams and his, wanting to collaborate. This ain't really, of course, Bishop Sheard needs to, probably sign off on a lot of things, but these are distractions to try and put some bad juju on Bishop J. Drew Sheard. Okay, this is what's going on. It doesn't matter if GMWA wants to have musicals at the AIM convention or even the convocation. It doesn't matter. The musicals that are at each convention are full of homosexuals, full of non-binary people, full of fluent people, full of pansexual people, full of heterosexual people. It doesn't matter what convention that you go to, the stage is aflame. Okay? So try to make this a whole issue in regards to, they're over there they're allowing the gays to hook up. The gays been hooking up since Jesus left. Okay? Ain't nobody to re-elect. Y'all want Wooten? Wooten? Y'all want him? I mean, I think some other people will have a good chance later on. I don't think they're ready now. The Dillards and the Hines and, people like that have a good chance, but they're not ready now. Macklin don't seem to want it. They say he's too old. I don't know what's going on there. But y'all over here, let me get some water, because y'all over here acting like, as William say, Alice in Wonderland, just, traveling in these streets, acting like you don't know what's going on. Y'all just need to leave this alone. It may not be an official. Y'all can take official partnership out of that, but y'all partnering, because the same people singing on the stage at Kojic is the same people singing on the stage at GMWA. Okay? Some of the same preachers over there preaching is preaching over there preaching. Yeah, they don't want them to win. They don't want them to win, bless. All right, All right, we about halfway there. Some of y'all must be scared of that hamburger meat hair in between your toes. I'm glad that the word has come forth and you believe the word of the prophet. Speaking of believing the word of the prophet, if you believe the word of the prophet, we want you to be a blessing right now and bless the platform. Here are your different ways to give. Saint James Show through Cash App. Let's do at least $7 today. At least 7. All right. The number 7. Let's do at least 7 today if you can. If you care to go above and beyond and be one of my big tithers today, God bless you in your ministry. The St. James Show at att.net for Zelle and for PayPal. Make sure that you are supporting here at the St. James Show to keep these lights on, keep our microphones working, and to keep our people on the instruments and keep our overseers and our pastors coming into the sanctuary. Y'all make and super chat and super sticker do work. All right. So Ben the Boss says, Sheard, in my opinion, has been phenomenal as a presiding bishop, but I understand the critics. You're always going to have critics. You're always going to have people that are probably better suited for him, such as I believe Lady Wisdom Macklin may be, in my opinion, a great presiding bishop. Okay. But when we go beyond that, who do we have? Who do we have? Earl Carter, please. He wish. So my thing, and Shanae says, Sheard is a good man. He is a leader. Everyone not like Wooden announcing everything you don't agree. Right. You don't have to announce everything that you don't agree with, Shanae. You are so right. And just because Sheard doesn't come out all the time against certain things, now we have seen him amen corner some of Wooden's foolishness, but we just gonna let that go on about his business and say, it needs to be done due to optics of things. We understand how that works. But again, and like I said, he's had a family in the entertainment business. All his, pretty much, he's been associated with it. He was in the Matty Moss days, Karen Clark, young, married, doing this entertainment, traveling and doing all this. So, no, he may not announce everything that he may not agree with because it's not necessary just for a clout. Because I think Wooden does a lot of that for clout and for clicks. He got a YouTube channel also. He wants some AdSense checks. Wooden ain't fooling nobody. We know what's going on over there. Wearing pride flags and all that. We know what all that's about. It's good money for Wooden. That's what at the end of the day, that's what it is. So thank you so much, Daenerys. See, it does work, y'all. The blood still works and super chat still works. All right. So I'm just going to say, we have all this thing going back, and I talked to someone. So this is a real thing. And I think what happened was it just needs to be, we need to stop living in this delusional world, acting like GMWA and Kojic is so different. It's not different. Okay. So we need to chill out with, trying to put that air of all of a sudden, this is something that could damage J. Drew Sheard's election or re-election. No, it ain't going to damage nothing, because let's just call a thing. All right. Good thing you already did it. Good. You're going to be hairless. Good. God bless you. Yeah, you said, Ben says, I remember Bishop starting the I Love My Church campaign, and that paid off loads of culture talk. Yeah. People, they're not going to remember that. They're just going to remember certain things they don't like. Yeah, the bottom line is Jesus. And that's what it is. Are we singing Jesus on the stage, Sean Talks, at the GMWA? Are we singing Jesus on the stage at the Church of God in Christ? Yeah. Because a lot of places, they're not singing Jesus. A lot of CCM music don't even mention Jesus, So, I mean, if we're getting together, we're preaching Jesus, whatever the organization you're with, or you're singing Jesus, that's the main, should be the main focus on that should be the topic of discussion. Lady Wiz, I have so much respect for St. James. He doesn't beg he brings a great show before he asks for the support. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, see, they don't. They believe in the prophet today, K. Rich. Thank you so much, Rejoice. Appreciate you. In the Lord always, and again I say, rejoice. Got to do it every time you hit that. I got to do it. I was going to do some other stuff, but I'm not, y'all. Here's the link if someone wants to come up and talk about any of the topics that I talked about today. I'll do a quick recap just in case you forgot. Let's see here. We talked about Lillian Lloyd. She's going to do her EP tomorrow in Vegas. EP recording. Will be in Detroit on the 21st, celebrating the Hawkins family music. Okay, that should be hot. Breonna Taylor had a birthday. God rest her soul. Praying for the family. Keon Franklin got his charges dismissed for successfully doing his pre-trial intervention work. So the judge did sign off on that. So congratulations, Keon Franklin. We are rooting for you. We want you to win. All right. And the son of Carlton Pearson, Julian Pearson, and his girlfriend, Desiree, are having a new baby, and they decided to name it after Carlton Pearson, and her name will be Carly Moses Pearson. Isn't that a blessing? You know, it's a blessing. Diddy sold his shares of Revolt TV, something, something that a business that he started. He's in a lot of trouble, so he needs to sell a lot of things. He sold it to the employees there at Revolt. So all of them are new owners of Revolt. And we congratulated Monique Swansea Chenault, who is the daughter of the late Bishop Howard Swansea. She's one of the daughters that seems to have kept her hands out of the cookie jar over there at Peace Apostolic Church. And she is now one of the owners of Revolt TV. So congratulations. I think that's her right there on his shoulder. I think that's her right there. They doctor up these pictures, but that's her right there in the first row to the right. Second to that's her. All right. Joseph Walker had to pay back 70 grand of PPP loan money to the government for mishandling and misusing that. Money. He paid back 70 grand. Yes, he had to do it. Yes, he did. That's what he did. Let's see. And then we talked about Mandisa, and we ended it with the partnership between GMWA and Kojic. What's on your mind, Jesse? What's going on? What's up, Queen?
Lord have mercy. Good evening, good afternoon, everyone. I don't get the big deal with Kojic and GWMA having a collaboration. It's about time. It's no big deal. I mean, the numbers have been falling for both of those organizations for eons now. And it's like, you need more people to fill up these spots. So just come on and have it together. I don't get what the big deal is.
And like I said, and these folks are singing on the same stages in all these conferences.
Exactly. Those same midnight musicals.
Same ones.
Let's get, bring it on home and bring it together, save some money, and just, and then you might be able to, minister to people that haven't been going to church. They might want to go back and start coming to your Kojic church
and
or whatever.
Thing about it, music always makes people, attend church. They come for the music, but hopefully they hear a good word. But we all know that music is the one that kind of catches the folks in there. So
yeah, because if I was, I'm not going, but if I was more, invested in both of those organizations, I'd be like, ooh, Karen Clark Shear gonna be there, and then you got all, the good choir folk. I would want to go see all of that stuff. So I'm really confused. But
And
like
the
I
thing
had,
about it, it's a good thing for Marvin Williams. Like Lady Wisdom said, it's on point. He's getting on. He's doing what he's supposed to do now. He's
yeah,
getting there. It's
yeah, he
getting much.
earning that paycheck.
Huh? Yeah,
He
he
earned
earning
it.
it now.
Hmm.
But a collaboration with GMWA musically is great for him. It's great for him because it makes him look good that he has some of the best singers, some of the best choirs at the Koja convention. I think it's a win-win across the board. I just hate this whole idea of they're trying to focus on a gay issue, and a gay issue. Gay has been there forever and ain't going nowhere.
Like I said in the comments, the first time I ever saw a trans person in like real life was at an AIM convention in 2007 when it was here in Detroit.
Is that
So
is that a Church of God in Christ AIM convention?
it wasn't GWMA. It was Koji.
So the first time you saw a trans woman or a trans person was at the AIM convention in Detroit.
Walking around with a big old purse, 6 feet
Mm.
tall,
Think
you
about
know.
talk about I'm a woman. All
Yeah, she was
right.
every woman, and
Yeah. Mhm.
so it's like, y'all. I mean, it's so many gay people in the Church of God in Christ. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna throw no names out there, but I'm gonna throw a name out there. I mean, just look at Karen Clark Shear's hair. I mean, makeup artist,
Right.
and people like that. So it's just
Yeah.
like, what
I
is?
mean, and the funny part about it, like I said, they utilize the same-sex community, loving community for everything: hair, stylists,
Mm-hmm.
assistants, publicists, all that they utilize them for, but want to do a separation when it comes to church and spiritual things. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Totally ridiculous.
Yeah, so I don't get what the big deal is. I don't know why the Church of God in Christ is becoming like this secret society type of thing.
Sean said
Like,
all Huts first was in church. Every first
child,
she had was in church.
child.
Ain't that? But that's kind of true. That's a lot
No,
of
they
people.
wanna just get up and sing them old Thai songs that they sing every year. I guess I don't know.
Mhm.
Yeah, I want to get up and sing "Yes, Lord" a million times, and you know, one of the good old Kojic songs. But it's just like y'all gotta like people aren't willing to change. People aren't willing to
Yeah,
go into the you know. Well, we're well into the 21st century now, but we just, I mean, past COVID, those old time ways, a lot of them old time saints that went on,
yeah,
and y'all still have not caught on what God was doing during COVID, how hard he hit specifically the Kojic church to get a lot of people out of the way. We hate that, so many
and
people were lost.
it seems that they were like one of the organizations that was hit really hard.
I
They kept
mean, they
going to
were
them
hit
funerals.
hard.
Yeah, they kept
Yes.
going to them funerals, and they kept meeting, and they just kept passing away.
Yep, left and right. You
Yeah.
know, and it kind of comes back to like the pride thing. Y'all got up. I remember when COVID first started breaking out, they had a musical up in Flint,
Mm.
one of the jurisdictions. Next thing you know, people just started dying. That all
Yeah.
kind of, it was like a boy that was 21 years old.
And it wasn't
Everybody
and it
in there.
wasn't the water in Flint.
No, it was not the water. And I think Bishop Shear's father, the
Yeah.
elder Shear, was one of the people. That's when he had caught COVID.
Yep. Yeah.
So, y'all sat there. We gonna keep on going on, do what we've been doing for
Mhm.
years, and we ain't scared of this thing. And that thing took everybody out, and y'all still haven't learned the lesson that
Yeah, and
things
it's
have
still
to
and it's like
change.
after this, we're still trying to make a separation.
Mm-hmm.
God tried to shut you down to tell you it's not about a church building and it's not about assembling, it's about a relationship. But now we're really trying to put it back about who can fellowship with who. Could
Yep.
nobody fellowship in 2020?
Nope.
Now
And
y'all get
so
to 2024 and y'all want to talk about who can fellowship and who could do this and that.
when
Hold
your
on.
pews are empty.
Hey, hello, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I just make sure you're the one with all that stripping and stuff on your channel, ain't
Now,
that you?
St. James, now we ain't come on here for that now. Don't do that. That was a long time ago. I have been
You
changed.
have been delivered.
Yes, I have been delivered. I don't like strippers no more. No,
Well, I don't know if the Lord has delivered me from not liking strippers, but
I can still view. But listen,
yes.
what you this conversation kind of hits home. Now,
Mhm.
let's just be clear. I'm not Kojic.
Okay.
I'm AME. I think I told you this before.
Hmm.
And we have general conference.
Right.
And one of the big things that is on the table for our church to vote on the general at general conference is the LGBTQ in our churches. You know,
As what?
and
Preachers or
as as preachers.
okay.
But see, here's the problem, and I think your guest, I want to say his name is Jesse.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Jesse,
Yes, ma'am.
hey, how are you,
Good.
cutie?
How are you?
hmm Um, I had an issue. We were at a meeting and I had this issue with them, and I told them, there are so many other things in our churches that we should be concerning ourselves with
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
versus trying to determine who's doing what with whom.
Yeah. Yeah.
But see now, I made a point and everybody kind of looked at me, which I didn't care. The members of the community are okay to direct our choirs.
Right. Because it's going to make
Okay.
them some money. It's going to keep
Uh-huh.
people coming.
They're
Uh-huh.
they're okay to make that piano and that keyboard and that organ sing.
Yeah.
Okay. They're
Mhm.
okay to do everything else. And you're liking, and when they're singing in the choir, directing that choir, you standing up clapping and you're running up and down and making circles and putting a whole hole in the floor. But
Mhm.
now
Mhm.
when it comes time to put them in the pulpit, then there's
Right.
an issue.
Right.
And that's what I take issue with. Now they're good enough for this, but not good enough for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Picking and choosing how you're going to pimp out their gift because that's
Correct.
what you're
And
doing.
and I tell them all the time, I don't have a hell or heaven or hell to put anybody in.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't say if God called you to preach, if God called you to do this. See, singing ain't my ministry, so I claps in the congregation.
Yeah, we love a good clapper. Can you double clap?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I could double clap it.
Oh,
Oh,
good,
I
good, good.
can,
We like them.
and
Know
I
your
can.
ministry.
So now I stay in my lane. However, that bothers me.
Hmm.
And we have pastors, and this is just not in the AME church. This is Kojic Baptist, AME Zion, the whole nine
Hmm.
yards. They trying to sleep with everybody in the congregation.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
Okay, they stealing money.
Hmm.
They
Hmm.
doing things with the wives at the house, hitting on the wives and
Getting
things
on
like
them.
that.
Yeah. Domestic violence. Yes.
Right,
Yes.
domestic violence. So
Mhm.
those are the things that we need to concern ourselves with
Yeah.
versus who, because I can't say that God didn't call whomever to get in that pulpit. I don't know that. So if God
Right.
called whomever to get in that pulpit, then that's something that I've just got to deal with.
And why in the world would God waste his time gifting so many people with the gift of music, the gift of talking, of preaching, and the gift of influence? And we want to sit back and monitor it and tell it
Uh-huh.
who can do it, where they can do it. It's just so ridiculous. But we all say that we trust and we believe in God.
Right. Right. And it's all, if I believe if somebody gets in that pulpit, I don't care what gender, what sexuality, what
Yeah.
race, or whatever the case may be. That's not for me to determine.
Right.
you
Right.
know so
Right.
now I look at, people are so worried about the messenger
Right.
and they're forgetting the message.
Right. Right. Right.
Okay, y'all don't like this type of teaching.
They don't
They
like
don't
it.
like it. They don't like it.
Okay, they don't like this type of teaching. And see,
And-
folks worried about what Karen doing and what the
yeah.
bishop doing and what this over
Mhm,
here doing. So what does it
mhm.
it make that? What does it do for you? If
Yeah.
those people want to give everybody every dime they have, Peter Popoff sell water at two
Yeah.
o'clock in the morning.
And people are up sending him they money, they donation
Right.
for that water.
He wakes me up screaming and hollering and carrying on talking about that water.
Yeah.
But now I don't knock the people who buying the water, but I'm gonna
Yes.
keep drinking my Dasani. You understand?
I know that's right. I'm drinking some Fiji now. Y'all can have that water. Then mine wasn't that expensive.
Right. Y'all can have that water. He hollering and carrying on in the middle of the night, waking folks up by their good slumber. But
Yeah. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
that we have too much. We have other things to and that's my point. We have so many other things to worry about in
Yeah.
our churches.
Hmm.
And one of the things that keep young people, okay, I'm 48 years old,
Hmm.
and one of the things that keep middle-aged and young people out of our churches is the fact that these people judge.
Yeah. 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 Either they say it or a look, the look that they
The
well, we
looks.
know they say a lot over that pulpit, but it's the looks, it's the what's said over
Uh-huh.
the pulpit. Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
actions,
Yeah.
Right, Jesse,
and
right.
we can feel that energy off of people. You don't hug me the same way you hug that person.
Right.
And it was a point that Darla, I don't want to change the subject or
No, go ahead.
nothing, but it was a point that Darla had made talking about having a mass repentance,
Mhm,
with the
mhm,
LGBT
mhm,
community and the Church of God in Christ. Okay, they tried to do that with Andrew Caldwell. Now,
mhm,
he has his, things or whatever. And you
mhm.
know what? I'm gonna be honest. I have a certain place in my heart for Andrew Caldwell. When people be dogging him out, I be feeling bad for him because I genuinely think that man genuinely walks with God. But anyways, that's just me.
Oh,
But
God bless you. Okay.
yeah, that's just me. I
Okay.
think he walks with God. Like that's
Yeah.
me. But anyway, but the thing is, where was the man in the church when he made that declaration over that pulpit in front of a million people? Where
Mhm.
was the man in the church that validated him,
Right.
that took
Right. Right.
him
Right.
up under his wing, regardless of how he act and his mannerisms and how he in his mental state? Where were the people that took him under his wing? I mean,
Right.
under their wing. We don't have that. But when y'all are scream anti-gay rhetoric all day long,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't back it up with no substance. There's
Yeah.
nothing to say, you know what, I'm gonna take you and I'm gonna show you how to be a man. We
That
don't
is
have
so
that.
that
Y'all
is
want to
so
run
interesting,
away.
Jesse, that you say that because I've never thought about that. Because all we do is talk about the action, what happened. We talked about what Earl Carter preached about, and we talk about what Andrew Caldwell said at that pulpit. But yeah, I wonder if there had been some mentorship or some follow up with him, because what happened was it went viral so much that they tried to sweep it under the rug. He was on Jimmy Kimmel. They played him
Mm-hmm.
on Jimmy Kimmel. But even in that, it's like they tried to just say, oh, he's crazy. Oh, that.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
they kind of gave him some follow up and some mentorship. So you are so right. Could it have went differently?
That was kind of like like now I'm talking it out. That was kind of a manifestation of what goes on in these secret back rooms a lot of
Yeah,
times,
yeah,
where you keep sweeping things under the rug and it backfires and embarrasses you.
Right.
And
That's it.
a lot of these men running around here spreading diseases and
right, right.
all kinds of stuff in these back rooms. So it's just the manifestation of what's really going on. Andrew Caldwell was just really, an
Jesse, let
example.
me say this real quick. He when Andrew Caldwell, if you look at that video and you
Mm-hmm.
see Andrew Caldwell up there, you see a few men behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, when he left from up there and he did his thing, that's one of the things that I was talking about earlier. That was for show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was
Yes.
for show
Yes.
for them.
Yeah.
And then when things didn't go quite the way that they wanted it to, then they shunned him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Right.
he's got mental problems. Then he's not part of our church. Then they put him out of here and put him out of there and things like that. Now, personally, do I think that there's something going on there? I do.
Mm,
However, we don't find when I was in all the AME people who are in the building know what YPD is,
mm,
our young people's department.
yeah.
We
Mm-hmm.
had people who took us, if you have an issue, you don't want to talk to mom about this, you come on talk to somebody here. We
Mm-hmm.
don't have that kind of stuff anymore. And that leads us back to the young people and the middle-aged people. Now, when all of these old folks leave here, there's nobody else to because
Mm-mm.
pick up the slack because they don't want to tell us nothing or they don't think that we can do as well as they can.
Mhm, mhm.
And it's
Mm-hmm.
just gonna leave our churches in a desperate situation in a few years. Church is not about saving souls. Okay. And
Right.
people use that come
Not
as
that
you
all.
are. Right. People use that come as you are now as wear whatever the hell you want to wear to church. That's not what that is.
I don't
Mm-mm,
believe in
mm-mm.
that at all.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
But see that, we take stuff out of the Bible and we make it so that it fits us.
It
That's
fits
not
what we
come.
are
That's
narrative. Yeah. Come as
right.
you are, man. Bring your heavy laden, bring
There
your
you go.
burdens. Bring
Oh,
bring who you are to church
uh-huh.
because this is supposed to be where you can come get set free,
Uh-huh.
delivered.
Come on, drug addict.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That's
Come on,
come as you are.
alcoholic.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh-huh. That's not come in now like you finna go and you coming to 9 o'clock Sunday school, 11 o'clock church, and 12 o'clock club.
yeah. Right, right, right.
Okay.
That is so
So
right.
we've just got so many issues in our churches, and everybody, it's everything is politics and money now.
Yeah. And the
I
thing about
remember.
it, even this collaboration, their issue in the beginning of that, I'm sure if anything, any discussion that happened had to do with money. How
Of
can
course.
how can we both, you know, get a good offering off of this collaboration? So but then that other part is the secondary, that homosexual part or that part of same gender loving that the secondary part of that. But yeah, that
Hmm.
first thing was money. Yeah.
Yeah, of
And,
course.
and the thing is, they need to cut it out because if people want to be gay, it's legal. Like somebody has said, it's legal in all 50 states.
Right. It ain't
It's
going
Pride
nowhere.
Month. They can rip and run the Pride Month. If they really want to go do all of that, they
Yeah.
can. Okay. How many gay clubs are there out there? So
Right.
if somebody genuinely has a love for God, they have a love for the church culture, the music, and all of that. Let them people come in there. You don't see the Nation of Islam turning people away,
No,
do
and
you?
you let them
Again,
go.
what heaven or hell do we have to
We
put
don't.
somebody else in?
We don't.
Not a one.
Yeah.
Not a one. Now, Jesse, you might not. I'm not sure how old you are.
He's a young.
But
30. 30.
okay, you might remember this. Do you remember? Do you all remember when you asked someone to come to a church to sing or play? They
Hmm.
would oblige
Hmm.
Oh
without
yeah.
hesitation.
Right.
Okay.
Money. Yeah.
Now, and you could like my grandmama used to say, we give you a little change to put in
Yeah.
your pocket.
We'll give you a little feature. We'll give you a little something to eat on.
Uh-huh. We give you a little gas money, a little token of love,
Mm-hmm.
little quick
Mm-hmm.
donation. Now I'm getting ready to do an event at the end of the month, and and this same lady I asked before, I didn't ask her this time, but it was funny. She wanted $200
Hmm.
to sing 2 songs. Miss
Hmm.
Girl, first of all, you can't even sing that good. Let's start there.
I know that's right.
Okay, and you want $100
A song.
a song?
Mm.
You must. That's a long song.
Do she got to
You,
bring in musicians or?
I wouldn't care if she had an orchestra.
Well, see, yeah, see, as a fellow promoter, and I do look at the full app, full of the whole situation. Okay, is she singing off track? Is she bringing a musician? Is she using my musician? Is she even a good singer worth this? I have to look at all that before I accept, people. And a lot of times, listen here, don't come to St. James with if you local, of what you want.
Right.
That's
You
the first
coming
thing.
from around you coming 2 miles down the street.
Let me
And you
bless.
want ma'am, you are not
Yeah.
Beyonce. Miss Girl,
You ain't even
$200.
Keisha Cole.
Right. Hell, you ain't even Keisha Cole Mama Frankie.
Oh,
At this point,
God rest us.
Man down, man down.
Man.
so I'm just it all goes back to everything now is politics and money.
Yeah, yeah.
And that bothers my spirit so bad with our church. It really, really does.
Well, it really depends. They said 200 is not a lot of money. I mean, St. James don't sing for that. I do. I do require more than that. But I don't like to depend on other people's musicians. I like to sing who makes me sound better. Makes me sound better.
And it depends on the event too.
It depends on the event.
Right.
It really does. It really depends.
And this is a
$10
fundraiser for our lay. And I am Talisa. I think that's what I saw up there.
Yeah.
No, $200 is not a lot. However, you coming from up the street, ma'am.
Right.
And you coming with you.
Yeah.
So yes, $200 for 2 songs. That's $100 per song. No God, Miss Girl.
Yeah, it really depends on the history of that person musically. What they, are they just church singers? Are they professional church?
You just singing in the choir. You just singing in the choir. You can hold a tune. Yeah. However, now if it were I don't want people to get me wrong. I'm not cheap by a long shot. Mm-hmm. But if it were one of the Shears or somebody, then you can be like, okay, you can't charge these people. They got to use what they want to use.
And a lot of times as a promoter, you're not really looking at that. You're looking at who can I invite that's going to attract other people to my event.
There you go. Bingo, Pekino.
That's the whole thing. That's what you're paying for. You're not paying just strictly because they sound good. You're paying for who can I invite that's going to attract people to get me more eyes, to get me more, if I'm collecting an offering, to get more money in the bucket, or to get tickets sold. Yeah.
Because she delusional, because if you're just a local musician that sing at church every third Sunday, you're not gonna bring in those numbers. And then half of the time, these smaller events, they're not even making $200 in an offering plate. So be real,
right.
Be real,
right?
Yeah. And we had Leandria Johnson came here, and
you're a good 5,000.
Correct. Leandria came, but guess what? I'm finna scream. And look at 1, 2, 3s, but
1, 2, 3s.
Grace's corner, but I digress. But Leandria brought people. People paid $50, $60, $70 a ticket for her. So if you're bringing her, then that's something totally different. Yeah, but like you said, from down the street. But I think the more Taylor Port I drink, the funnier the company.
You leave that port alone. That'll have you lit.
I'm gonna need you to upgrade that Taylor port to that XXL, but I digress because hey. But
That's
this
coming
is
from a good Methodist, Darla.
You know
But
she know.
but it's a sad situation, and we've got
Yeah.
a lot of our a lot of our people that just don't understand the track that
Let's
our
bring Sean
churches
into
are
this.
headed to.
Sean, what you got to say? Uh-oh. I think I undid you. There you go.
Hello,
I
hello,
heard a
hey,
lot of background,
hey.
so I had muted you. What's going on? What you got to add?
Okay, so hey everybody. I'm
Hey,
just gonna
Sean.
jump in.
Hey.
The GMWA Koji thing is really mind-boggling because they treat it like it's a Crips and Bloods type thing.
It's giving Crips and Bloods.
Yeah.
And it's like if we're supposed to be focused on Christ, that's the main focus.
Mm-hmm.
How do we expect the unsaved to come in when we can't even get along within the denominations? Like, if we can't show unity in denominations, how do we expect other people
But you
to
know what,
come
though,
in?
Sean? These conventions are not for the unsaved.
It sure lame.
They're not, but I'm just,
They're
no,
not.
they're not. But what I'm saying is, if we show division in any type of setting, how do we get people to come in?
Yeah.
Because if they see division before they come, it's like, why do I even want to do that? I can do that on the street.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it doesn't make GMWA is gospel music workshop
Of
of
America.
America. This has nothing to do with a denomination.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is gospel music. So
But
if
like I
you
said,
can take two large entities and put them together, what is the problem?
it seems
And
like
they
a win-win.
and they don't even see
It's
the power of like the rebrand. Like they can rebrand it into a Kojic institution, really. Like so
Hmm.
they
even with even
Yeah.
not a it could just be back to what the gospel music workshop used to be.
Yeah.
Like it
Yeah.
it 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 boggles me because it's like how do we get people to come to stuff when I'ma say it's late now. So
Hmm.
do something new.
Yeah.
If you put the gospel music workshop with Kojic or gospel music workshop with the Baptist assembly, whoever it is, that's something that first of all, gospel music is not the same anymore. Let's go back to the
But you know
the
what
the
I
meat and
appreciate?
potatoes of it.
But what I appreciate, the Gospel Music Workshop of America, is they bring the gospel music back. When you go to
And they bring
GMW,
everybody.
yes. So gospel music is featured at the GMWA. So you don't get the CCM, you don't get that other type. You get quartet, you get
Right.
choir,
mm.
you get youth choir.
Mm-hmm.
So they bring it back. So merging that with the Kojik's music department, which, like I said, they two in the same. They're the same folks singing on both flaming
They,
stages. It don't make a
they
difference.
are.
It
I
just don't
think
make.
it would be. I think it would be. If it was something that I had knew about ahead of time, something like that, I probably would have went to
Yeah, it
because
would
you see
really.
all of the people that's coming, and it's like, oh, I remember we used to be at the GMWA from like 3 o'clock in the afternoon to 3, 4 o'clock in the morning
This I remember. I'd be sitting there nodding off at two
till
in the morning.
somebody good come up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But we didn't put a time limit on it. It wasn't 6 to 10. What is that?
Right.
Like, what is that? We used to church all day and all night, just
Yeah.
music. You could go from room to room and find any type of music that you wanted to when it was at
Right.
a convention
Right.
center.
Child, these kids can't even sit down for more
Oh,
than
she could.
30 minutes no more
I'm
without
telling
having a tablet. And
Oh,
you
or a
thinking
cell
somebody gonna
phone.
be there till 3 a.m, child? Please.
But that's it'd be old folk there. Where did Sean go? Gets a drop. It'd be older people there though, middle-aged older people, and they be up trying to struggle, boy, trying to stay awake. The young people out running and terrorizing the hotel.
I have been in situations where the choir has sung so well, the
Mhm.
pastor gets up and does benediction.
Oh yeah, I grew up on that kind of going on. Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
love them services.
What
yeah,
I like that type of carrying on.
yeah. Me
Cause,
too.
cause,
Yeah,
cause sometimes he doesn't even have to say anything. The choir has done his job and theirs too.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
But you can't even do that no more because now you got Keon up there telling you to shut up.
Uh-huh.
Now you got Keon up there, so you know
yeah,
it's too much. I think now it's a little bit too much structure going on. You know, we
yeah.
need to, something needs to be settled.
What Sinead said? She said Jacqueline Carr is the only gospel singer that's young, fly, and she is a church baby. Sis is the Beyonce of gospel, not Tasha. Oh, Tasha Cobb, bye. Kiki, Corin, Hawthorne, or Lee Lee. Yeah. See, my only thing with like Leandria, she's good, but see, Leandra, the last two concerts I went to, she's not singing her own music. She's just singing.
She has some great
Yeah,
music.
She does.
it's like
Jesus.
she takes it really simple and easy. Like, let me go. And what I get out of Leandra is let me go get my money for my crown and my Tito's and get off this stage. That's what I
And
get from
another
Leandra.
issue that I have with Leandria is Leandria comes to these shows looking like she just got off the plane with these jeans and
Yeah,
t-shirts on.
yeah.
Miss
She came.
Girl.
She came to my
Mhm.
hometown, and them people lit her up. Like they was like she came out there looking like she just got out of bed.
Yeah,
She got up singing
yeah.
ABCs 1 2 3s, and it was a show with Tim. What's the quartet guy? Tim Rogers.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And
And you know them people are churchy people, so they came looking like churchy people.
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So they Tim Rogers got up and they did their thing, and then she had to use his backup singers, for the show. It was like you didn't prepare at all. You just and then she was kept looking at the time like I got 30 more, I got 15 more minutes.
And
What
you
can
know
I
what, though,
sing
Jesse?
next?
And let's talk about this with Sean. But she's saying, though, that's the problem we're having with Leandria. That's what people are giving her a pass for. Oh,
Right.
she's saying, no, I want the full, as a promoter, I want the fullness of what I'm paying for. I
They not
want you
gonna
to
keep
look
coming
right.
back either.
Yeah, yeah. People aren't going to want to, I want you to look like something. I want you to respect me as a promoter giving you this money. Look right, sing right, and act right.
And that also goes back, St. James, to what you said earlier. It depends on what the event is.
Yeah, it depends. Now, if it's outside, that's different.
If it's outside or if it's a youth department
Right,
event or something like that, then you're probably gonna find a lot of people in jeans and
right.
t-shirts and things like that. So, but now if you're going to a straight up convention or something like that, you know them people wear hats that with bananas and apples
Right,
and feathers and everything else
right.
on them.
Yeah,
You have to dress appropriately, especially if these people are paying you,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And I don't knock Leandria, but I do think that whoever her PR person is needs to
Uh-oh, where'd you go? Jesse, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still
Okay.
here.
We can't hear you. Uh, Nakota 19, I can never say her name, 1908. I think she went silent for a minute. But yeah, listen, I'm so tired of people saying that, Jesse, well, she can sing. She can sing. We know she can sing. I'm
It's a
just,
million people that can sing.
yeah, yeah. Stop giving her that pass to come in there in socks and just some jeans and a little shirt. Stop giving her that pass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she came up in the streets, Jay Boogie, but She came up in the streets, but after a while, you gotta have some class about yourself. I
Yeah,
mean, Mary
yeah.
J. Blige came up in the streets. You don't see her walking around with Timberland boots on, and she got Giuseppe's on. Period.
Well, she
You
won't
gotta
get rid of.
elevate.
Ayala told her to get rid of Robert Thatcher. That he was a big part of her problem. She got rid of him for a minute, and now he's back with her. And look what she's doing. She's back doing the same things that she was doing before.
And
She
she
went on Ayala.
messing up her money
Yes,
because
she is.
the people like in my hometown, I don't know what she getting away with out of town, but the people was like, we're not going back to that no more. We're not going back to that no more because you wasted our, it was only $25 for that show, but you wasted our money.
Did you come back to Kata 1908? You there? I think she either lost audio or something. All right. Well,
Oh, I liked her.
Oh, let me see. I'll put it back in the chat if she comes. Maybe her phone died or something because I know that's what happened to Sean. Her phone died or something. Yeah, but I and let's go back. I want to go back to something. Alicia, she was saying that $200 is not much, which is not. It's not much when you're paying a singer. I think she said she paid her cousin to preach a funeral for $500. I mean, I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem. Let me see. She's back. You're back?
I heard y'all was looking for me. Here I go.
Okay, period. I heard you was looking for me.
Yeah. Where you go?
I don't know what happened. And by the way, St. James, the name is The New Iota, aka I am a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated.
Look, and Inspired just corrected me. She put it phonetically.
So Iota. See, New Iota is my chapter at the Good Edward Waters University in Jacksonville, Florida.
That's not Iota Phi Lambda, is it?
No, who? I don't even know who they are.
Oh, okay.
New Iota is just the name of my chapter that I came through in undergrad.
So you want us to call you Iota?
You could call me Kim. You could call me AKA 1908. It doesn't matter.
It's giving Kim.
Yes,
period.
Yeah. So that's She has. When I went out, I was hearing you say somebody said she gives secular, and she does. She does.
And they're saying she's from the street now. I mean, her people are preachers and pastors and stuff. So she may be from the streets, but she was always in church, though, because her people are pastors and things. It's just what we've allowed, though. And we keep saying, but she can sing. So we keep inviting her back, and she's looking worse and worse on the stage, but she can sing. She looks horrible, but she can sing. And if we continue to say that, she's never going to measure up to the level as to what she ought to in certain arenas. Like you said, if you're out at a youth thing or an outside thing and everybody is dressed down, I don't have a problem. But I have a problem if, like you said, everybody in banana hats. and you come in there in a very tight little bitty skirt and no shoes or just jeans and a t-shirt and always say, this is the lie that they tell because she's done it before. She said, you were in your hotel drinking and you did not want to get dressed. Your plane was not late. She's done that numerous times.
And what's going to end up happening is enough word going to spread out and she going to end up being on that Anita Baker, Lauryn Hill, Tasha Cobbs. That's going to end up happening to her where people going to be like, next time she comes to town, I know I ain't paying for no ticket. So
she does no proper protocol. She just
I've never seen Dottie Peoples in those jeans and flip-flops.
Listen, Dottie is
come on, somebody.
RuPaul's Drag Race.
The Queen of the South.
Did Jesse just say RuPaul? But I'm finna hit the floor.
Let me stop.
I've yet to see Shirley Caesar.
Yeah.
Okay. These don't if they were going to youth conventions or whatever to sing, I'm sure they weren't in jeans and not even flip-flops.
Yeah. But like I Am Out of Town says, Leandra wouldn't show up at no corporate gig paying real big money. She'll come in there suited and booted, looking like the Southern Belle.
Right.
Dottie
Right.
Peoples.
Yeah, whenever, like when she was at DMX funeral, she was looking good. Whenever she got something to do big, for the TV, she looking okay. But don't do the church people like that, because at the end of the day, we the ones backing you up when
There
you
you
ain't on
go.
TV. So don't do us like that.
But
And
then
see, a lot of people don't understand what the in the general aspect of things, who the boss is. You're
Right.
not the boss. The boss is the people who are paying to see you, because guess what? If they stop paying to see you,
yeah.
okay, that's
And I
that.
and I
You'll
think
be on YouTube trying to sing.
right, trying to have the concerts you was having at the pandemic. And I think it's
Oh,
what you were talking about, come as you are. Oh, she done got out again.
Lord.
They got out again. That come as you are spirit. No, that's just a lazy spirit. They ain't got nothing to do with what you wearing, but they attribute it to that.
People kill me with that. It's like at my job, they have relaxed the, dress code and things versus what it used to be before I got there. But it's still a dress code. You can't come in there with ripped jeans. It was a guy that had came in there like 2 weeks ago with some shorts on. They sent his butt home.
And the thing about it, like William McCrae always says, because he just hates that Kirk Franklin, he blames Kirk Franklin for bringing
And
this.
I agree with him. Yes, William. Yes.
But he would say, y'all dress better for court, for your jobs, and for everywhere else than you would dress better for church. You just you bring anything to church.
Like
and
William say,
there's a lot to be said to that statement.
Like William said, coming in here with them cheap clothes.
and you don't have to, the times are gone where, when I was growing up, I was wearing stockings and stuff like that. You don't even have to wear, you don't have to do the stockings and things anymore. However, if you've got a hole in your jeans that show all of your thigh, that's not appropriate for church.
Especially on stage.
Yeah. I mean, but and for the most part, and I want to say this too, because what gets on my nerve is people always jumping up doing the whole, y'all coming in here with BBLs and y'all coming in here doing this and that. Okay, how many times y'all gonna rehash that argument? Right. But at the same time, there does need to be a standard. It's a select few that keep getting away with it, and y'all do need to step it on up just a little bit.
I'll tell you the truth. When I sing and I have my singers go with me, I mean, I require a certain look. I'm like Kurt Carr when it comes to that. It's just when you're on a stage and you want to really get the attention of people to listen to what you're ministering and what you're saying, I think you have to look at, there has to be a certain presentation. And it does start with how you actually look on stage. So everybody don't want to sing with me, but the ones who are willing to really get to the level of excellence that I pretty much require when I get on the stage, then we have to do this thing together and do it with excellence. That's just my thing.
Right. Right. And it's just things have just kind of been in all of our church, in every denomination, things have just kind of been dummied down.
Yeah.
And nobody is looking back at what church is supposed to be.
Yeah.
The real meaning of church is gone. Now it's just somewhere where you got to go. Now you don't even have to Now you don't even have to go. See, the people want to blame it all on the pandemic.
Everything.
Our churches was going to hell in a handbasket before the pandemic. Okay, so they don't like this type of teaching.
No, they don't like it.
So but now we've made it so easy for people to stay at home. I remember during the pandemic, we had a church on conference call. I'm not even gonna tell a tale. I was washing my hair, cooking Sunday dinner. If they asked me the next day what was said, I couldn't tell you.
And the thing about it, people had turned away from watching it on Sunday mornings. They would watch it sometimes during the week or whenever, and then just watch it whenever. And people got that routine faded away as well. You know? So
So
make sure you
they've
guys
made it
get in line.
easier. They've made it much easier for us to just do things how we want to do them. You know, when
Yeah.
the pandemic was over and they started letting people in the church, they wanted people to come back so bad. It was almost you could wear a towel just as long as you there.
Right. Lady Wisdom
Not a
said
bathroom.
she tired of the greasy legs. She wants y'all back in them stockings.
Well,
We need to help
Lady
you out.
Wisdom, you better get a sewing machine because my mama still wears stockings and they very hard to find. The only place she can find them is at off Saks. No, what's the yeah.
Walgreens or something. Who sells
Son,
stockings?
no, not really. Like she on Amazon and
Oh.
yeah, that's it. It's not no.
Yeah, people don't wear stockings anymore,
You
No,
know,
they don't.
And
because we
I saw a lady. I went to a funeral this past Saturday. I saw a lady in some black stockings and white shoes. And when I tell you, I almost ran my car into the back of hers because I want to know, ma'am, why you got them stockings on with them shoes?
Yeah.
And then where did you get them stockings from? Let's start there.
First, like, yeah. Could you tell us where you got it from? Sean,
Right.
I deleted that comment because you just spelled something wrong. That's all. No offense. I just deleted the comment. Yeah, but we got here from just talking about the collaboration from Kojic and GMWA and how we're choking over little gnats. We're doing, we're not really focusing on the main thing, and we're acting like Alice in Wonderland, like it ain't the same folks across the board.
Okay.
So it's just whether or not so people found other venues. Yeah, you listen, we show up at brunch better than we show up at church.
I want a daiquiri right now.
Listen here, I was in the Bay Area this weekend and we had a whole weekend of just this and that and that and this. I must have brunched out and ate out and did everything. Oh my goodness. I don't need to see nothing else for another week or two.
Oh yeah, you was living your best life. I was looking at your Instagram.
Okay, me too. I
Yeah.
saw. Look at here.
We was on ferry boats going from Oakland to San Francisco.
And give me them Fendi glasses.
Okay. Now,
Yeah.
St. James, I do appreciate you doing a live during decent hours because
Yeah.
you will throw a live up at 11 o'clock and people
You
like
know
me
I
who have to
will.
go to a good job at the next morning. I try to
1
stay
o'clock
up.
in the morning.
I'm telling you.
But
And he
sometimes,
is talking about saints, ain'ts, and friends. But no, sir.
but sometimes, there's only a few of us that really kind of do churchy commentary. And sometimes we like to step on each other. And I try not to step on someone if they're live or I know they're going live, but people do it to me purposely sometimes. So I can't always post when I'm going to go live. So I can just show up. I just show up, because people will purposely just go live while I'm live just to be horrible, just to be a horrible person, But
I saw this one and I listened to you. I listened to you and Jesse for a minute. And I said, oh, it's good time and I ain't sleeping. I'm like the old folks out in bathed. And I said, well, dude, let me get on. Then I heard what you all were talking about, and that it just resonates across the board with all of our church denominations. And so I said, let me get on this because it'll never happen again with these 11, 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. It's talking about jump on in.
I'm on the West Coast too, because I'm a night owl, and sometimes I just want to get on and say a little something. But I understand my East Coast Saints y'all be tired. I know y'all catch the replay eventually. Yeah.
Yeah, he be up there with
look at all your replays now.
He be up in there in front of fire pits and with his Mai Tais.
Ooh, don't even talk about it. Ooh.
It's 2 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock in Mobile, Alabama. You got a glass of wine over there, sir, Mister Sir.
What is Earl Carter just cussed out them people?
Yes. Let me tell y'all something about me. I don't bother with nobody. That's him. Yes.
Listen, me neither. He called me Big Face.
He did. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
When I was on with William McCray one time, and William was going in. You know, it's hard to stop that train where William goes. Okay.
Oh.
So he was going in on Earl, but him and Earl was kind of having a back and forth because he had said that Earl got kicked out of a funeral. I think it was Bishop Sheard's father's funeral. I think. But he went in. He on there. He was on there talking that big face man, and
Now Earl Carter is the last person on God's green earth to be saying anything about. Ooh, child, he looked like he snuck on Earth. Ooh.
I love it because I think that's the night called William called him motor oil.
Yeah,
Earl.
I wasn't even gonna say that, but that was the one sitting
That
up there
was
looking like a
hilarious. They said, "Where's William?"
bottle.
Go ahead. Oh, William. They said, "Where's William?" He was at the women's convention, so I guess he's on his way back to Atlanta, or he should be back sometime. You can, even though he's on YouTube, he hasn't been coming on YouTube. He's been going live on Facebook, so you really have to catch him on Facebook.
Yeah, because I was gonna bring up what I was thinking about. William was cutting up when they had, but he was about to have a seizure talking about that GWM.
Because he talked about it.
Yeah, he was like, this ain't right. Y'all ain't supposed to be doing this. I was like, William.
We just let William talk. William is a commentator. We let William talk, and I don't know why William be going in on that kind of stuff. We just let him talk. Lady Wilson said yes because I'm in bed. TV off under the covers.
I live for William when he does those outfit reviews.
Oh yeah. Because he doesn't hold back. I try to kind of bridle my tongue a little bit. Not William. No.
When he talk about them people in them undergarments,
right? They better get about 5 spanks, and
he say if you in double digits,
right?
You don't need. But you know what though? He telling the truth.
You know,
because now if you in the 18 and you got rolls, and I ain't knocking nobody, because if y'all could see, I'm girdled up right there in that picture right there with that ball gown on,
looking good.
I got a thank you.
Right.
I got a roll of 2 or 3 or 4, and you bet your bottom dollar I stay away from certain things, and white is one of them.
Yeah,
I know that's right.
I'm weary with white.
Banned. White ought to be banned in some states.
And that lady had on that white, and when I tell you William read her, I'm talking about he gathered her like a tight ponytail.
My.
And he a brave soldier, because that man get up in them people's face every 6 months down there at them conventions.
Yes, he did.
Acting like nothing happened.
Yes, he did.
And be waiting for them to say something, and be telling them to come on this bus.
And they get on that van and get to talking even more. Yes, they do.
Ooh.
You don't go ahead.
But I was gonna say that's the appeal about William, because he say what he say and he mean what he say. He don't sit there and sugarcoat stuff, because that's what a lot of people are getting. That's why Donald Trump has such an appeal over people.
It is because he'll say it, and what he says is not always right. But yeah, that's why he gathered, and that's what they say. And a lot of black men are secretly supporting Donald Trump, and I think that's true. Yeah,
and that's why a lot of black men aren't don't have the appeal no more, because y'all want to do the Obama thing and everything is politically correct. Say what I will respect you more if you say I don't like that sissy, that punk. I don't like this. Say it. If you don't like it, say it and say it with your chest.
But see, the problem that I have with a lot of people, they don't want to. Donald Trump has opened the door for the Karens, and all of those, folks to say whatever it is they want to say. And y'all better take it.
But there may be repercussions. But go ahead.
Correct. Now, the first thing you think of is here in this here Republican state that I live in, of Montgomery, don't make me throw my hat up and pick up a white folding chair.
You're right.
And that's
We can
just
go
on
there.
period.
You know, and see, but what we don't do is we don't look at, we hear what these people are saying. We hear what Joe Biden is saying, and we hear what my sorority sister Kamala Harris is saying, and Donald Trump is saying. But these folks are saying this now for a reason.
Yeah.
Okay. They're saying this now for a reason. If you look at some of this stuff that Trump is saying, that if he gets back in office, what he's gonna do, he's gonna make police officers, they're gonna be negated from criminal charges.
Yeah, that whole project, what's that, Project 2025?
25 or something like
That's
that.
dangerous. Y'all need to
Yes.
read that thing. That thing is dangerous. And they talking about, we need something different. It's going to be different, all right. It's going to
Yes.
be so different. It's going to take you back into the 60s.
And what you thought was good for you, I'm trying to tell you, and the lesser of the two evils, and I'm not political by any aspect, but I tell you what, I'm like Madison, T.S. Madison, and Craig the Writer Stewart. If he get back in there, I'm going somewhere else.
We got to get the hell out of here.
Because you look at Florida. Look at Florida. Florida's governor is already trying to take everything these and I'm a product of 2 HBCUs. Okay, and they're trying to take so much stuff from our institutions. That's right, taking us back to enslavement in a new generation.
Yeah, just in a nice little contemporary way.
So it doesn't look so bad. Yeah. But folks you've got to listen and look. And then people say, well, I ain't vote for nobody. Well, hell, you might as well vote for Trump if you ain't voting for nobody.
Yeah. And if you're not gonna vote, and like Flamin' Rose says, she's riding with Biden, but he ain't driving.
Right.
I mean, the lesser of the two. If you don't vote, then who says that? Who was that ever saying don't vote? Was it Erykah Badu? It was somebody. Oh no, Cardi B. I think she was saying that she wasn't going to vote. Like, girl, well, you just voted.
But can you vote? Oh, my bad.
Well, that's the question of the.
I ain't say that.
Why you talking? Right.
Right. Can you vote? Can you read the ballot? Ooh.
Oh man, I don't want to keep you. All right, I got to get out of here, y'all. It's 11 o'clock back east. All my folks, I appreciate y'all coming up. Thank you so much, Kim 1908, for coming.
Yes. Now again, when you have some, Jesse, I enjoyed you. I like talking to you. When you have a decent hour.
Do you have Instagram? Do you have me on Instagram? If not,
what are you on Instagram?
Show. Yeah, the
Saint James Show. Okay, I'll do as soon as we hang up.
Yeah, I usually post when I'm going live, and make sure you're on the community wall that you get all my notifications. All right.
Okay, so next time it ain't 1 o'clock in the morning, you drinking wine and we trying to struggle. Then, but nice talking to you, St. James. I enjoyed this conversation thoroughly, Jesse. You
appreciate too.
You.
Love you.
Y'all young men have a great night.
You too.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye, St. James. All
right, Jesse. Later. All right, everybody. I appreciate everybody for coming through the Scabala. That's a good Earl Carter word, the Scabala. They had Scabala all over the beds at that hotel, that convocation. He loved to talk about that, boy, the Scabala. All right. Thank you, everybody, for coming through. Make sure before you totally log off your phone tonight that you pick it up and that you support the St. James Show and send it in donation this way. Suggested something. You've sent some donations already. I got a few 7s. I got a 13. Thank you so much. And I appreciate each and every one of you. $ St. James Show or Zelle and PayPal, the St. James Show at att.net. Thank you so much, everybody. If you didn't catch everything, watch the replay. I appreciate each and every one of you for watching on tonight. I want everyone to have a wonderful Friday. Let's go into this weekend with blessings and expectation. All right. share and subscribe this live and this channel, all right, for me. Be a cheerful giver over here at the Carnal Church sector. And also remember, June 18th is the day, all right? It is Sweet Daddy St. James's official birthday. I appreciate each and every one of you. Y'all have a wonderful evening. God bless you all.